Savage Siren. I haven't done one of these videos in forever. This one's going to be ways to keep engagement and growing on platforms. So if you're interested, please stay tuned, follow me along. I got my checklist here to go through. So loves, and I'll see you I'll see you soon. Hi everybody, it's been forever since I've done a content creator helpful how-to tips video. So this one is going to be on engagement and growing and maintaining that, and slowly working on building towards more. I personally have a checklist that I make because I get so overwhelmed, is the best word I can say, with how many different projects I have going, how many plans I have, and how to keep to start with, depending on which platform you use, really depends on how your algorithm is going to work. One for TikTok is not going to work for Instagram. Instagram is not going to work for Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. So it's all different. So if you go and actually Google and research, which I can do a video on that as well, but I normally only do the platforms I use. So if you want to see one, request it. But like what the algorithms are for that, like TikTok is 3 posts a day and it'll help your growth rate. TikTok is 3 or more posts a day to help with your growth. Twitter, I have no idea because that one's just all on its own on how that works. I still have yet to figure that one out. Checking all your violations, that's another one. I've noticed some of my accounts were not working and I was shadow banned, and I'm like, why? So I went to my account status, and that was on Instagram, and they're like, you have all these violations, and you can either go and repeal them, or you can go and delete them, or you can delete a photo out of the carousel or whatever it is to fix the violation, even if it was posted on a different platform just fine with no violation. So Instagram's like that. TikTok, it's iffy on whether or not they'll give you your appeal or not. So you can appeal, and you just make sure you write a description. You can now add it was posted on other platforms and it was just fine. So you can do stuff like that to make sure your account is in good standings. So make sure you also check the guidelines to see what you're allowed to post, what you're not allowed to post. It's really varying depending on what platform, depending on if it's normal social media, adult platforms, YouTube, whatever you're doing, gaming, it's all different. So make sure you check the guidelines to stay within the guidelines. Otherwise, they will shadow ban you so hard you won't even know what's wrong with your account. And if you need more time, okay, let me see, how do I want to start this? Let's go with, if you want to work with engagement and growing, make sure you talk to other people that do the same thing. If you have other gamers, ask them for shouts. If it's another adult worker, go ask them for shouts. On any platforms, you guys can do that because you are engaging and you want engagement from the platform you're already on. Or if you're selling from a certain platform, see if you can do shout for shouts on that platform, because you don't want to go to another platform if you're already making sales, or you need the views or the likes or whatever on the platform you're working on. Try to work on that platform within that platform to keep people from that platform coming to that platform, versus trying to bounce everybody around, unless like TikTok, you can't really do a lot with it other than advertising to push it other places, unless you're using that for monetization. So you really, who's there now is who's going to be there. Yes, people might hop back and forth to see you, but they're already there, so you want to engage them. Make sure you're doing videos to answer their questions, or just answering their questions under the comments. Engagement gets people really in touch, because then they feel like they know who they're talking to, and then you're a lot more friendly and engageable than some of the creators that'll sit and do lives, or won't answer any back, or even like a comment, or answer back, or do video replies to anybody at all. So that pushes you up a little bit, because you're actually showing your audience that you want to help their engagement and you want their help. Another one is scheduling. If it is just so hard to keep up with everything and you're stressing out, start scheduling. Look at all your different platforms and see if they have options for scheduling. Even if you only try to schedule it for a couple of days when you're going to be busy, but then you won't be afterwards, and you'll have no problem posting. Or you can just schedule out a long period of time so it gives you time to focus on a different project or something else. A lot of platforms do have that now, or where you can leave them in drafts and you can just post them as you need to, which TikTok and stuff like that is what I do. So then scheduling leaves you more free time so you actually can do self-care. And that leads to like my talk on self-care. Don't To avoid burnout, please, 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 scheduling helps avoid burnout because you're not posting every day. You're not making content creation every day. You are able to sit down and have a breather. If you're sick, you don't have to get up and worry about, oh my God, how am I going to make money? How am I doing this? Everything is already scheduled out, and it's a backup plan for in case you have a sick day or an emergency or something happens to go wrong, your car breaks down, whatever. It really does help with that because then it gives you time to go out with friends and family and spend time with your family, or go and play video games when you need to relax, or go do whatever you need to do without having to stress about what's going on. Another one to keep you, okay, trending to keep you continuously gaining. You might have to try some trends, even if they're not dancing trends. They could be filters, AI filters. They could be, the your view of whatever the question is, or your opinion, or something relatable. Just the trends that are going on, because more people gravitate those. And when the audios are doing good, because a lot of people are using those, it'll pop you up for all the people that have already previously liked that audio, or you, because the video is doing well because of the audio. Um, Another one is doing duets with other people and having people duet, or asking for people for engagement. What's your favorite color? What was my favorite hair color? How many tattoos do you have? What state are you from? What's your zodiac sign? Seeing how people engage with you and seeing if you can get engagement back and forth. And then if you engage with other people's stuff, they probably or maybe will, especially smaller creators, engage back with you, and then you guys can bounce back and forth to help each other again build up, because you are boosting the algorithm, whether the algorithm likes it or not. Um, Next is my hashtags. So for the hashtags for each platform, they're different every day. And you have to go on Google, and they'll take you to the website, and it'll say these are the trending hashtags for the day. So each day, if you look at what the trending hashtags are, because that's what people are stuck on the most for that day, what people are doing the most. Obviously, you can, if something doesn't apply to you or you don't want to use something, there's other options. You can go through and look through different categories to find one that does fit you to help boost your algorithm for the day. But every day, I just to see what it is, and that's why some of mine are like, you don't live in New York. I know, but that is the hashtag for the day because I haven't seen Minnesota trending for quite a while. Um, Another one you can do, obviously not on TikTok, but like Instagram, Twitter, polls. You can do polls in your stories. You can do polls on your reels, posts. Then it still shows engagement, and then you can be like, what am I gonna be, and people are engaged and interested, or whoever gets the most likes on this wins. This is the option I'll pick for an outfit for hair, whatever you're deciding to do, because it still engages everybody. It makes them feel a part of your choice in the decision. It makes them want to, just like a contest, but it's just something a little bit different. Let's see. The biggest one, and I don't know why I skipped it, always brainstorming ideas. When you are feeling like, I don't know what to do for engagement, go back. What's something you haven't done? What's something you already stuck on the shelf? I am one of those people where I always buy a craft project and all the stuff for it, but I never actually sit down to do the craft project, so I just have a bunch of projects sitting around. Like, I have bags of outfits I want to get to that I just don't have the right hair color for, or whatever reason it's too cold. But go back to those projects that you haven't done yet, that you already bought stuff, that way you don't have to go back and get more stuff for it, and do one of those on a day that you just don't know what to do. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, let's do that instead, to make it easier for yourself. Or you can even make a list. Like, I literally have a small little content creator notebook where I write down what my stuff is for the, like, each category that I want. So one of the days when you get bored, just get a notebook and start writing stuff down. The way on the days you're like, I have no idea what to do, you can go back to your notebook and look at it, and then you're always coming up with new ideas, because you're like, oh, I could do it this way and this way, and you could redo it again in a totally different way. That way you don't feel like it was just one and done. If you really like it, you can do multiple different series on it, even if you wanted to. So those are some things for growth and engagement and really getting your platform moving a little bit more. Always keep it exciting. Try to change the background. Don't don't always sit in the office, sit in the living room. Go outside for a walk. Go to a friend's house, go on a car ride. Go out in the woods, go enjoy nature. Go somewhere where it's not always the same background if you need to, or I change mine a lot on top of moving around a lot. It really does help because it's a new background, especially if it's something you don't do very often. So, those are some of my tips and how to's for content engagement and growth. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you comment them below. That way, I have more ideas on videos of how to and tips on what you guys would like to see. That would be absolutely amazing because some days I have no idea what to do either. So, all the love. Don't forget to go show your favorite content creators love. Nobody knows what everybody's going through the day, and sometimes just a heart, a smile. You look nice. I love your outfit. I hope you're having a great day is what everybody needs, even if they're not a content creator. So, much loves. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you on the next episode.